By your Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Scott Brooks trotting out Isaac Bonga along with another rookie they have high hopes for. The final preseason game for the Sixers. Earned himself a 3-year, $25 million deal.
Shot blocking prowess, lively body, quick off the floor, Mr. Bryant.
Tobias Harris running the floor.
And you couple that with athleticism and quickness. They're not long and limbering, or they're going to get blown by. They're not slow of foot.
Embiid, he's quick of foot. A couple of NCAA championships back in 2006 and 7.
Not going to see that often. He's one of the best screeners in the league. Backdoor there.
Republic of Congo. His parents then emigrated to Germany, and he was born there. There is Ish Smith doing his thing. Smith, 10 years.
Came and found a new home here. Does he still, I don't care how old he is, he changes direction so well.
As Embiid puts it back in the absence of John Wall, no telling when he'll be back. Coming back from that ruptured left Achilles, Ish Smith will be pressed into service as a...
Good idea on the back door. Josh unable to pick it up. Nice.
You can see how good a passing team
emptied it out for Josh and got a bucket.
You see Richardson now. He is forced to guard the point guard, Ish Smith, and the Bulldogs of Gonzaga. Court for a little bully ball against the rookie. Korkmaz for 3. Davis Bertans, the former member of the San Antonio Spurs, on the floor for the first time. It's Bradley Beal.
5 on 4.
Milton filling the wing and finishing with a left-hand shot. Bryant rolling in, denied by Tobias Harris, but Thomas Bryant
out here trying to chase championships with other teams. I want to be in the district and win a championship someday.
Chris, Wizards head coach, coming up hopefully later on in our telecast tonight. In the meantime, the Sixers by 7, 2 and change to go here in the first. You can associate producer, he's the best.
5,000?
Yeah, he just tells me what to say, what to do. Beautifully done between Joel Embiid.
San Antonio, where he absolutely played out of his mind in the second half. I don't know how many threes and dunks he had, but he was the man that night.
I'm going to give it to you, all right? Final seconds of the first quarter. Jordan McRae, who could always...
Coach, I should say, Elton, when you look at Coach and what he had to go through last year, there were some shortcomings. We know about the second unit, for instance, lack of...
It's to be determined. But, Toronto won the championship last year. Milwaukee got to the Eastern Conference Finals last year. Spent some time with him and just got to know him a lot better. But he works relentlessly, worked tirelessly because shot from those steals, get out in full court and finish, because we have some athletes that can definitely finish.
Elton, one of your under-the-radar acquisitions that I took one last topic. It concerns a move the NBA did this year, and that is to add a coach's challenge. You can only challenge...
Our G coach has to work with it, so we're working with Brett to make sure we get the best, we optimize it the best we can, because it could win a game for us one day.
1985-86, Joel Embiid saying yesterday to reporters, thinks his team could win 60 to take the top seed. That's a great feed. Al Horford. At one point, the Wizards ripping off a 13-1.
Pull up there from the playing days, and they all say to a man, they're going to miss Al more than Kyrie.
Counted for Beal. He'll get one more at the line.
Stop attempting them, though.
Oh, no.
They're going to still launch him for sure.
And one of the guys that I point to is Tobias Harris. I think he's going to shoot a lot better than he did in his time with the Sixers last year.
About that play was that Josh kept his dribble alive and was able to get where he wanted to on the floor. Sure, he didn't convert, but I like the preliminary lead-up.
Opportunity for 2 possessions for 1 if they can make it work. And Embiid teeing up a 3, and down it goes for... Is Smith working it against Shake Milton, and he coughed it up. Still time for Embiid, got it all, count it, and a foul.
Threes are always going to notice that and make the late reactor pay.
While with Serena Witters and Ali Abdelnaby, Mark Sumoff bringing you all there for the first time, along with Furkan Korkmaz, Josh Richardson right now on the bench. Joel Embiid, Tobias Harris, and Al Horford up front. Is that
line? 3 different defenders from all areas of the court looking to pound. So what does he do? He gets rid of it and he cuts in for a post-up. Much easier.
One guy who used to do that on a regular basis, no longer with the team, T.J. McConnell, now a member of the Indiana Pacers.
Stop the ball.
A long period of time before the season starts, and it's just youthful exuberance. I'll give you an example. Today after shoot-around, Isaac Bonga and Rui Hachimura just got caught behind.
Off of him, you've got to make sure you shoot that. It's a foul line jumper. Those are makeable for him.
Jordan McRae.
Does it compound itself and become more than one problem?
Good defense here by the Wizards.
And the drive, unable to convert it, but it collapsed the defense, led to an offensive board.
Bertans with a rather
back down, he attacks.
Originally a second-round pick, but he remained in Europe.
Another board. Already good rebounding team. 4th last year overall in rebounding. Wanting to be better.
Matisse doing with the officials and all that jazz.
The first one, though, traveling. That's the one I'm curious about. How is that going to manifest itself?
The NBA was they refined the definition of the gather, the so-called gather. So that's the moment as Shake Milton hits the 3.
The leader of the officials, that was the line that stood out to me. When an offensive player can no longer dribble, to the officials, that's when the gather.
It's Knicks.
Oh, okay. Well, he didn't come here, so I didn't work on it that hard.
It's the native of Turkey, Furkan Korkmaz, defending beautifully against the native of Latvia. And there is Zion. 676. Be advised, this should be the 3rd straight sold-out season for the Sixers.
The prospects, the expectation, it's going to be even more fun. It's a remarkable putback there from Zaire. Wow.
Well, he's quite the athlete. Red Brown.
You know them because you have season tickets, so you go more often and they recognize you, and I get to ride your lapels when they're around. I get to hang out a little bit.
Right, then he suffered a terrible allergic reaction, which took him a long time to recover from. Then, of course, you're not only missing the season, anytime a vet notices, and you have to really call Zaire Smith a rookie, even though it's technically not his rookie season, but as if, you know, you and I go back certainly to Julius Erving and Larry Bird and what took place between these teams in the 80s. Then I go back to the 60s, Philadelphia Warriors before they moved to San Francisco, and then the Sixers came along from Syracuse, and the Celtics tormented them. It's a nice play to get it.
Games, and you think about, may not necessarily know about Andrew Toney or Hal Greer or those guys, but you feel the energy because it is a big game for both organizations.
And his rights went to the Wizards along with Jonathan Simmons in return for cash. At last look, Simmons
right now just executing down the stretch and remaining crisp are the Wizards.
Jonah Bolden.
I don't think the Sixers were able to get into any rhythm offensively tonight because I don't think they got any easy buckets off of their defense.
Gets note, it is a 7:30 tip. We'll have it for you on NBC Sports Philadelphia. After that, the Sixers will have 9 of 12 on the road, including a 4-game Western swing in November. But they'll make themselves at home on Wednesday when they meet the Celtics. For the record, the final of this one, the Wizards 112 and the Sixers 93. The Sixers